Hey, welcome back, you awesome Sidekick subscribers and you viewers out there today. Thanks for coming by. So, would you like to know some news about Shadow of War? Well, you come to the right place because this is a channel dedicating daily content about Shadow of War and what to expect in it. Today we're going to talk about Blood Brothers and how they're making a return in Shadow of War. Do you remember the Blood Brothers? You know, they had the same names and stuff, or otherwise would refer to each other with monologuing dialogue and very cool stuff like that. Well, it's coming back in Shadow of War, and we're going to talk about how that works. So, a question from the community is, how do Blood Brothers work exactly? How are they created / chosen? You know, how they come about, how are they chosen, and how do they affect your orcs during the game? That's a really great question, and one we're probably all curious to know about. And if you recall, in the storyline of Shadow of Mordor, we had from Ratbag's own mouth telling us that these there's two war chiefs, and one was a brother of the other, and when you killed his twin, specifically it was his twin, they looked identical. You all remember that, right? You remember it's in the storyline, we all had to play it? Well, it's making its return. There's Blood Brothers. And so let's talk about that and what the devs had to say to that question. How are they chosen? How are they created? How do they affect your orcs in the game? And they are saying that they are chosen by the Nemesis system. The Nemesis system 2.0 is going to be awesome, and it's like a trait, just like any other. And you'll also see things like Enraged by Tugog the Knower. And the orc will get mad whenever they see them. And this is, again, something we are familiar with. It's returning in Shadow of War. We saw there were certain nemesis or people who would enrage them when they saw certain people, and I always kind of like to have them as followers and send them on the same missions to make them enraged and more powerful, just because they, you know, it's imagine like, hey, I'm ready for battle, this is gonna be great, and then Tugog the Knower shows up. What? What are you doing here? No. I mean, it's like, oh man, he's here too. I'm angry. It's just great. It's coming back in Shadow of War. Now, Blood Brothers is a trait where the orc doesn't want to fight a friend, however. And so there is some differences here. Blood Brothers is when they don't want to fight each other, and that's pretty cool, right? It's like kind of the Civil War of our own history of America. This is a history lesson for you today. No, I'm not going to do history. But don't you get it? Isn't it interesting that the Nemesis system is so detailed that the brothers wouldn't even fight themselves? Like, that's fantastic. I mean, if you have a brother and you fight with him, maybe this doesn't make sense. But it does in war. And would you kill your own brother in war if you were on opposing teams? I mean, really? Would you? I mean, you don't even answer that. You know, I don't want to know your family problems. Okay, let's move on and talk about, you know, the video games instead of real life stuff. Now, devs continue to say, often you can see a betrayal if they lose their blood brother. So not only do they not want to fight a friend, their brother, but they will also betray the Bride Lord to avenge their lost loved one. Now, isn't that awesome? I think it is. And tell me what you think about it in the comments below. Well, that's all I have for you today. Make sure you come back tomorrow and subscribe because I'm bringing you daily content. This is Hero887, your host, signing off. Sayonara, sidekicks. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to slam that like button with a bone-shattering wraith punch to the face. The harder you smash it, the better. No, really, it really helps this channel out.